small leap for autism, one giant leap for all autism kind.
Bringing you a dope way of thinking.
I spike 12 high on the beat. Let's go.
Universe, super dope kids.
500 stacks. 500 stacks. Bringing you a dope way of thinking.
Universe, super dope kids.
500 stacks. You know what? 500 stacks.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show.
Whoa, what's up? You know what time it is. Season 4, Big Boxx.
Lil Boxx.
Connis universe of the autism. You dig? We're back in 2026 with another season to represent for my son, Lil Boxx, or Lil Connis as y'all know him. You heard me? How you doing, son?
I'm doing excellent.
You doing excellent?
Yes, I am.
That's what's up. So how you feeling?
I'm feeling alright today.
You feeling alright today?
This evening?
Yeah?
Yes.
That's what's up. It's another year, right?
Yes.
Alright, you made another birthday. How old are you now?
16.
16 years old. Man. Getting up there, bro. You're getting up there, man. You're dealing with your diagnosis, for 8 years now? 9 years?
Yeah.
Huh, bro? I know you messing with your models, but it's making noise in the microphone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Alright, you should have done that before we started recording. But anyway, this is the first episode, and really, I'm letting you lead the charge because you're in 11th grade. You know, you're getting older. You've came leaps and bounds. You came a long way. So basically, what you want to talk about for the first episode, man?
Maybe do a recap of what we talked about before.
Okay.
If that's all right with you.
That's okay with me. This your show. I'm your assistant in here. I'm helping you. So what's your recap? What you want to talk about? Go ahead. Take the floor. It's on you.
Now, what did we talk about in the previous season?
In the previous seasons, it's your show. You're supposed to know. We talked about your diagnosis. We talked about how you were getting along with your siblings. And we also talked about just you being at a new school, going through the high school experience. So we can recap on that or just really pick up where we left off. Which one you rather?
I'd rather pick up where we left off.
Okay, so picking up where we left off was you was 15 years old. Now you're actually 16 years old. You're in the 11th grade. It's almost the end of your 11th grade school year, and you're going into being a senior. So can you speak on that experience of being 16 years old and coming into being a young man, being on the spectrum, and knowing that in next year or so you're going to be a legal adult with autism?
It's all about growth, really.
It's about growth.
Well, I've learned so much about this high school life. I've became more aware of it, and I've also made more connections with the peers around me.
Okay. So you said, so what was as far as the growth with the high school life? What did you learn?
I learned that to mature myself in my mind, because I became more aware of how chaotic the school life is, and also I've also done better.
Okay, meaning like chaotic, you mean so many different aspects of life, so many different personalities, so many things going on around you. That's what you mean by chaotic?
Yes.
Okay. So, what was more so chaotic about that?
It's all the different peers around me, of course. I actually thought that this school here would actually have them calm down a bit, but they're still the same as they were before. But the, but over time, I found some peers that I felt comfortable with.
Okay, I understand that. So what you just really experiencing and what you're talking about is basically how the world is. Is that it's gonna be it's so many different type of people, so many different people. Everybody's not gonna
Oh
be your cup of
yes,
tea.
oh yes, yes. I've been learning more about the world every day and all of the people.
Okay, and YouTube, right?
Yes, and also by being in the real world.
By being in the real world, I like that. I like that. And so, okay, now we can shift from it because we're not gonna focus on people. That's something you gotta learn throughout life, and just accept people for who they are, just like they gotta accept you for who you are. Correct?
Yes,
All right, all right. And so now you're saying you was able to get a lot of stuff correct, or what was the word you used? The term you used? What you said? Calm your mind a little more.
yes.
Which can you get into that because that's dealing straight with some of the attributes of having autism is calming your mind, right?
Yes.
I know a lot of people just in regular life got to go through the process of calming their mind, but can you speak of it from a black adolescent boy that has ASD? So for anybody don't know that he is diagnosed with autism and ASD, and it's before they had levels, so we don't really know what level or what they would try to say. We just know that he's on the spectrum and he's high functioning with ASD. So can you go into a little bit detail as far as a black 16-year-old boy in high school saying you have to calm your mind dealing with the different attributes or the different aspects of having autism?
Well, well, the first step to when I first calmed myself in the environment, I tried to find things that would actually help me. And so it became my special interest in hyperfixation. Like for example, I'm taking a creative writing class because I know how much I love telling stories and making characters up. And I also took entrepreneurship class because as you know, I am a cartoonist.
Okay, so by you doing those things and learning more and taking up more brain space, so to speak, so you saying by doing that, that allowed you to calm certain parts of the way your mind is. That's what you're saying?
And it also expanded in the process.
Of course, anytime you're learning anything, it's gonna expand your mind. And so when you're saying that, so did that like take? Did it like take? It like to create the space and create the time for it. Did it like remove some of the things you felt were hindering you or kept you distracted or didn't allow you to assimilate and quote unquote the real world?
Like assimilate with the real world?
Like assimilate, like to say, okay, in these areas, in this place, on this subject matter, during these times, I can assimilate into the world and not seem, as you said, out of it, or seem as different, or seem as more attention is being given towards you and your differences. Or did I misread that?
Could you repeat that?
So basically, I'm sorry. So basically, like by you learning more, paying attention more, being in school more, and picking up those subjects and really putting attention into it, do you think that that freed that space up and also allowed you to fit in, so to speak, in certain areas?
Yes, and not just fit in certain areas. It also gave me more knowledge of what I need to know.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna pick up on episode 2 about more knowledge, what you need to know. But this is the end of episode 1, season 4, Connis University Autism, Big Boxx.
Lil Boxx.
One life, one love.
One God.
Always remember to be royalty. Peace.
Stay golden.